Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, y'all, we have a big one. We're going to be reviewing the new Persona 5 Royal collaboration with Game Beauty. This is their Phantom Thief. This is their Phantom Thieves limited edition collection. This just launched. I'm finally able to sit down and play with it, and oh my god, y'all. This thing is massive. So you guys want to see what this collection's all about? Is it actually worth it? Well, then definitely keep watching. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I actually got this package last week, but because of everything that happened, I just didn't even bother looking at it. So I'm finally sitting down today to play with this newest collection from Game Beauty. Now, they collaborated with Persona 5 Royal, and it is the Phantom Thieves limited edition makeup collection. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have never heard of this game before. I know, I'm so sorry. I have never heard of this game before, but I do think it's amazing that Game Beauty is collaborating with a gaming company because, you guys know how much I love video games so freaking much. And if you guys haven't seen, I did recently stream The Last of Us and The Last of Us Part 2 on my channel. I'm trying to see what I want to stream next because I really am falling in love with streaming. It's so much fun, and you know, I'm going to keep doing beauty content for you, but it's definitely fun to like spice things up. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this collection because there's so many pieces to go in here. I'm not going to use everything. Whatever I don't use, you guys know I'm going to go ahead and give back to you guys because I think there's eyeliners in here and I don't do eyeliners. So this full collection does retail for $216, and oh my god, that is pricey. But this seems to be the entire PR box in here. So it looks like you're going to get 4 blushes. You're going to get like 6 eyeliners. You're going to get, looks like 6 lipsticks, followed by 4 single shadows and 2 eyeshadow palettes in here, plus the PR box. I think it's actually a really decent price point for what it is. Now, I will just go ahead and like list items individually as I go through them. You guys can use code Allie, which will save you guys 10% off when shopping anything at Game Beauty. I'm so excited to review this new collection. It's been a hot minute since we reviewed Game Beauty. The last one we did was the Cyberpunk palette. You guys know that I generally wasn't a fan of that palette. So I'm really excited to see how this one is. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. So this is how the PR box looks. And I just have to take a minute to commend Game Beauty. They are an indie brand, and for them to create a really beautiful PR package is just so freaking sweet. So here we are going to have the 4 blushes. We're going to have the 6 lipsticks and the 4 Duochrome single shadows. And then if you lift this portion up, you are going to have the 6 eyeliners right here, followed by the 2 eyeshadow palettes right here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys everything that we got, create a look using all this makeup, and let you guys know if it's worth it. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. So the first thing we have is their single blushes right here. We do have 4 blushes, all with their unique design on it. Again, I don't know the characters because I've never played the game, but I have seen quite a few of you guys in my comment section and on other videos say you guys know who they know this game. You guys played it, or your kids played it, so it's actually really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch all 4 blushes for you guys. All right, guys. So up first, we do have the shade 01 Panther. It's gonna be that nice pinky shade right there. Then we have the shade 02 Queen. Then we have the shade 03 Noir, very beautiful purple blush. And then we have the shade 04 Violet right. Then we have the shade 04 Violet right there. Pretty intense color. So those are all 4 blushes. I probably would only wear the first one, that beautiful violet shade. Everything else might not be necessarily for me, but we're definitely gonna have to try it out. Next, we do have 4 shape-shifting shadows. This is how the packaging look, which is kind of nice because it doesn't look like it has like an actual sticker on it, like Pat McGrath. It actually looks really nice. You have a nice clear component, and then you open it up, you guys will see the actual shadow on the inside, which will be very, very beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these for you guys. All right, first shade we have is 01 Captain Kidd. You guys can see that shape shifting right now. It is very, very creamy. This is a very creamy texture. Glided on beautifully. It definitely has full pigmentation to it. Next, we do have the shade 02 Johanna. Right here. Here is that shift on that one. Now this one I don't see as much shift as I do the first shade. It's still very, very creamy. It's very, very gorgeous. You can kind of see that shift right there. It kind of goes blue purple. It's a very, very gorgeous shade though. We have the shade 03. I love the packaging. This is Necroconium. I don't know if I'm saying that right, I do apologize, but it's a very beautiful packaging. This is how this ship is gonna look, and then here we have it on the hand. You are gonna see it go from that green to teal to blue to purple. Very, very gorgeous shade. Again, it feels very buttery. It glided on very, very nicely. I really do like that shade. Okay, then we have the shade 04. This is called Robin Hood. Y'all, this one's probably my favorite. I don't know how well it comes off on camera, but it has like a green, white, gold, orange, yellow shift. It is truly so freaking beautiful. I absolutely love how this one looks. Very, very gorgeous. I think I might want to play with that one today if I can. But here are all 4 of the shape-shifting shadows. All right, guys, next we do have 6 liquid lips, and yes, I will swatch them for you. This is how the packaging looks, by the way. Very, very beautiful packaging. I love that. Okay, so the first shade we have is 01 Arsene. This is gonna be classified as a dark red. I honestly don't necessarily see it fully as a dark red. I kind of see it more as like a dark reddish brown, because I definitely see like brown in this mix. It doesn't fully look red to me. It just has more of like a dark reddish brown feel. I will say it's actually really comfortable. It doesn't dry down. It's not drying down where it feels uncomfortable. It just feels like a soft, like cushiony lip. Like it feels very cushiony, very soft, almost like a suede velvety feel to it. So here's a shade called 01 Arsene. Okay, then we have the shade 02. This is gonna be called Zorro, and it's gonna be a true black shade. And I definitely feel like it's black, but I don't know, it feels almost like a gray black. It doesn't fully look super black to me. It does give you the butthole lips, but I just don't get the true black feel. But it definitely is black, just almost like a gray black, but it feels great, and this would be a great mixing black for me. So here's the shade 02 Zorro. Next we have the shade 03 Carmen. This is going to be a fiery pink, and it definitely is a nice fiery pink. Okay, here's the shade 04. This is called, I think, Gomen, and it is a royal purple, and it's a royal purple. Almost has a blue hint to it, but holy crap, it's very purpley. I think it's beautiful, and I feel like this would be a really good color for me for Halloween. So here's your shade 04. Next, we have the shade 05 Milady, and this is going to be a bright pink, and it's definitely a very, very, very bright pink. And last, we have the shade 06. This is called Cerulean, I think. This is going to be a medium blue, and oh my god, it's medium blue, but surprisingly, like, I don't hate it. I actually think it's really pretty blue. I've never seen myself with a blue lipstick on, so I'm actually kind of like, who is she? That's actually really pretty. So those are going to be all the lipstick swatches, and now we're going to move on to the next deck. Okay, so next we do have 6 new eyeliners right here, but I'm gonna be very realistic with you guys. I don't use eyeliners, at least not like this, so I'm not gonna bother swatching them. I will insert a picture for you along with the price point. I just don't want to swatch them and then never use them and have them go to waste. I'd rather go ahead and put them in a giveaway for you guys, so at least it goes to a better home so that I'm not being wasteful of a product. So I will insert a picture along with the price point, but yes, we have 6 new eyeliners plus 2 new palettes. So now these palettes, we have the Phantom Thieves palette, and we have the Metaverse palette right here. So this is the Phantom Thieves palette, which is the same packaging as the outside for the PR. And this is how the inside of the palette looks right here. Very, very, very cute. I will go ahead and swatch this for you guys. Okay, so here is the swatches of the Phantom Thieves palette. I will say the quality feels so much better than the Cyberpunk palette, and it's definitely a unique array of colors. It's kind of all over the place. I definitely am trying to figure out how I would do an eye look using this palette. It's a little confusing, but it is full of color, which I do appreciate, and the shadows do seem really nice. So this is the Phantom Thieves palette. Then we do have the Metaverse palette. Now this palette is absolutely beautiful, definitely more like my vibe and my style. Here are the swatches right here. I think this is a very gorgeous palette, and I'm already getting like so many creative ideas of what type of looks I can use with this palette. So definitely I'm probably gonna use this one today because I am just so inspired by this palette. So this is the Metaverse palette. That is everything that we got in this giant PR box. I just wanted to thank, you know, Game Beauty for sending this my way. Totally unexpected, but I'm so excited to play with the goodies. So let me go ahead and zoom you guys in, and we are finally going to be playing with this makeup collection. All right, so I think I'm going to do 2 different eye looks today. So we're going to go into the Metaverse palette. I'm going to take the shade called Museum of Vanity. We're going to put that in our crease shade today. We're gonna ignore my hair. My hair is a little greasy right now, but honestly, I don't care. I'm washing it today. I just ran out of dry shampoo, and I didn't have time to wash my hair before I started filming, so I was like, you know what? We have all had those days, so we're just going to ignore the little hair day. So I'm just gonna lay the shadow right here. This is a really beautiful, beautiful shadow. I'm sorry that I don't know this video game. I don't really play a lot of like anime style video games. It's never really been something for me. I'm more about like the RPGs or first person shooter or third person shooter as well. Storytelling. I don't know. I never really just get into this. Like I know a lot of people asked me to play, I think it was Kingdom Hearts. I think people asked me to play Kingdom Hearts because I know there's a new one coming out, and and it's not for me, unfortunately. I don't really watch anime either. So that's why I probably don't really get into that stuff, but I do know so many people in my life love it and they're obsessed with it. And like whenever I go to like MegaCon every year, it's huge at MegaCon, and I'm like, damn, some of this artwork is so freaking pretty. Like I wish I understood the references for it, but I just don't. Like even two of my favorite YouTubers are obsessed with anime, and I'm like, I wish I could get into it. I don't know, I never have. That's blending out really nicely. Then I'm going to take the shade called Pyramid of Wrath right here. And we're going to put that in the inner and outer corner. I'm going to do a halo eye look today. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to start to place this right here. Ooh, that is a really, really pretty shade. Okay, that is really pretty. Then we're going to take the shade called Casino of Jealousy. Really beautiful, like golden shade. So pretty. And we're going to lay that right next to this. I will say the quality of this palette feels 10 times better than the quality of the Cyberpunk palette. I really wanted to love that palette, but I don't know. The formula just wasn't what it used to be. And I will say they've definitely improved in the formula on this one. It feels just like their first formula. It feels so nice. It feels so creamy. It's blending out really beautifully. I am loving the formula on this. Then for the center, I actually do want to go into their like shapeshifter right here, the shape-shifting shadows. This is going to be the shade 04 Robin Hood, this really beautiful shade. I just want to show it to you guys again so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Super freaking pretty. Although I feel like you don't get as much pigment. Like there's a chunk that kind of fell out, and I feel like that's pan. That is pan. That's pan. Wow. Okay, so you aren't given as much shadow in here, just a heads up, because there was a piece that like fell out and it's already hitting pan, and I just got this, so that's something to take note, that you don't get as much product in that. So that is so pretty though, and I get that a little bit goes a long way, but I feel like you just don't get a lot of product in that, and sadly, because like I said, a little chunk fell out and it's already hitting pan. So retail for $6, and they have 0.035 ounce, so it's actually not a bad price. You're only paying $6 for these. I thought they were gonna be like a lot more. So seeing as how I'm definitely hitting pan, it's $6. It's not like it's too much. I still have so much more product left, but it's a little unfortunate that that is happening, but at least it's not like breaking the bank. So if it does happen to you, you're not like just, you know, wasting like 20 bucks on it. You know what I mean? So I will say it is beautiful, very high shine, and it's blending out really, really, really nicely. Okay, so that is the first eye. I think I'm gonna do a different look on the other eye so we can try different colors. Okay, so I think this is like a really pretty like neutral eye. I could actually see myself wearing this like almost every day because it's so pretty, but I do want to utilize like the blues in this palette. So I'm actually gonna take this shade called Bank of Gluttony, and we're gonna put that in our crease shade again. I'm gonna do kind of like the similar eye look that I did on this side, but like with these two of this shape-shifting shadows, or shape-shifting. Anyway, I'm going to start to do the same thing. So I'm going to put this like blue shade like right here. Such a pretty, pretty blue. Now that that shadow is blended out, we're going to go into the shade called, I don't even know how to say that first word, but Model Eden, this really beautiful like deep blue shade. I'll go ahead and lay this beautiful shade right here, just ever so slightly tap this in. That is so pigmented. You know what's so crazy is that I love blue eyeshadow looks, but for some reason I always find them like intimidating to work with. I'll always try to achieve a beautiful blue eye look, but I just feel like blues can go wrong so fast and they could end up looking like really, really bad. But I am definitely trying to branching out of my comfort zone would be doing like red eye looks, would be branching out of my comfort zone. But that is really intimidating because I've done some red eye looks in the past, and oh my god, it is just not a pretty look. Also, if anyone's new here from Heather Austin's channel, hi. Hi. I was so happy to do that collab with her. She was so sweet, and I just love the fact that she knows I just don't care for Valentine's Day. I never have. You know, I'm not knocking anyone who loves Valentine's Day and wants to celebrate it, you know, because she says she loves celebrating with her boys, and I absolutely respect that. I think for me, it probably just has to stem from like my childhood, you know, like being that kid that gets left out. I feel like that's where like my hatred for Valentine's Day arises. And like, even though I'm married now, I don't know, like it just doesn't take away from like the childhood drama, you know what I mean? The trauma that I experienced as a kid. I think like when you're in high school and I think when you're like in high school, middle school, like some of the stuff you go through there can leave like a lingering effect on you that you don't realize until you become an adult and then you realize you have problems. You're like, oh shit. I didn't think it affected me that much. Okay, I'm gonna go into the shade called 03, this beautiful like shift right here. I will say there is very little product in these little single shadows. Just a heads up, maybe this is their way of like testing it out, and they're only $6, so I really can't be mad about it. But there is very, very little product, but the little product that is there, it seems to be working just nicely. I just wish you kind of got more in here, and if that means charging just a little bit more, then charge just a little bit more, because I don't want to go through these so quickly because they actually are really beautiful. Okay, then I'm going back into the shade right here, the Robin Hood shade. I don't want to lift it too much because some pieces have fallen, and for me this is just so freaking pretty. I don't want it to fall out anymore, so I'm just gonna start to just lay this right here. I just feel like this would have been another beautiful like center highlight. Oh my gosh, yes, it's hitting just right. So here's how it's looking right now. It's going to be messy. We're going to go ahead and clean that up. Throw on some lashes. I'm going to come back to do the lower lid together, blushes, and pick one of the lips. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now that the face is on, the eyes are done, we're going to go back into these palettes. I'm going to go back into the Metaverse palette, and I'm going to go into the shade called Prison of Regression right here, and we're going to use that to blend out our eye today, or like put it underneath our waterline today. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap into here. I don't know why, I really love this palette. I think it's like the tones that are in here, like the blues, the browns, and the oranges. I just feel like it's such a pretty palette. I just wish I kind of knew the references, but like I said, I've never played the game before, so sadly I don't know. But I would really love to see Game Beauty start to do more collaborations with games in the future. I'm gonna take the Museum of Vanity right here. I just think it'd be really cool if they start to do more collaborations with video games in the future, because they're Game Beauty, and you guys know how much I love video games and I love makeup, so combining the two together just makes me so freaking happy. So I really hope that as they continue to grow, they can start to expand and do more video game inspired palettes with collaborations with brands, because that'd be so freaking cute, and that is such a pretty eye combo. Like this would be like a really gorgeous everyday like neutral eye look. At least for me it would be. That is so pretty. And then I'm gonna go into the Phantom Thieves palette. I'm gonna go into this blue shade right here, Mikado, and we're gonna go underneath the waterline right over here. And then I'm going to take the shade called Bank of Gluttony one more time. We're going to blend that shade out. To do the blush, I'm going to go into the shade right here called Panther. Oh, it's called Panther, and I don't know why I called it Violet earlier. Called Panther, this really bright pinky blush, but I feel like it's going to blend out really nicely, so it's not going to be too harsh. So I'm going to take my brush with bling brushes. I'm just going to lightly tap in here. We're just going to softly apply that, very softly. See how it adds just a sheen of color, but it's not too much. That is really pretty. In case you guys asked, by the way, this is how the eyeliners look, just in case you guys want to know. Like I said, I have inserted a picture for you guys, but I just don't want to open these and ruin it. So this is just how the eyeliner itself looks. And then you'll see it looks like so. I just don't use them, so I'm gonna go ahead and just seal that back up. That way I could put it into a giveaway for you guys. So for lips, I think the only logical lip color is the first shade right here, which is gonna be that like red shade. I feel like that's the only logical lip color to use. So I'm going to use my, let's do ColourPop because it's sitting right here. This looks like to be a similar shade. This is the Snitchery collection. This is gonna be the shade called Sold My Soul. And we're just gonna line my lips with this. Arsenine, the 01 Arsenine. We're gonna use this today. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys out. Okay guys, and this is the final look. So what do we think? I have to say, I think my favorite is this eye right here. Like, I think this is so pretty. I think if we take away this, I think the lip and the eye would actually be a really pretty look. I like the blue, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like the lip matching is kind of off-putting. But I'm gonna go ahead and go over the entire collection with you guys. So first off, we do have the entire PR kit right here. You guys can buy the entire PR kit for $216. I think that is a phenomenal value. You get so much makeup for that price. However, I definitely don't think you need it. Like, I don't think you need to buy the entire collection. At least in my personal opinion, I don't think you need the entire collection. It's a great price point for what it is, but I definitely think this is one of those collections that you guys should really pick and choose what you really want. So on the website, you guys can buy the Metaverse bundle for $100. So that's going to include the eyeshadow palette, the Hot Night liquid lipstick set, and the Shapeshifter eyeshadow set. And then you guys can buy the Phantom Thieves bundle, which will include the Phantom Thieves makeup pack, the Heat Wave blush set, and the liquid liner. So I like how they kind of mix and matches. And then of course you do have everything available individually. The blushes do retail for $8 a piece. The lipsticks are $12. The eyeliners are $10, and the Shapeshifter shadows are $6 a piece. And then the eyeshadows do retail for $18 a piece. So definitely a very affordable collection when you break it down by price point. They do offer amazing bundles. And while I will say, I really do think these two eyeshadow palettes are really cute. If I had to pick one, I honestly would just go for the Metaverse. This is definitely more my style. I really do love this. I really do love this eyeshadow palette. I think the formula is incredible on both. Love the shimmers, and I just think this eye look that I created right here is just so freaking pretty. It's definitely an everyday wearing eyeshadow. I love it. So if I had to recommend one, I definitely recommend these. Completely worth it. Then we do have the 4 blushes right here. Now I am wearing the shade right here. This is called Panther, and it's a very light pinky blush. I really do like that. The rest of the blushes, I swatch them, but I haven't really played with them because honestly, they're not really a color that I can use that often. This will be the only one that's gonna be like a more everyday wearing blush. The rest are a little bit out there, but it just depends upon your personal preference. Then we do have the 6 lipsticks right here. I think the formula is really nice. This is gonna be like a mousse texture, so it definitely does dry down, but it still has a little bit of a shine to it, but it's super comfortable. I think the shade that I'm wearing right now, this is supposed to be classified as like a red. It's not. To me, it's like a reddish brown, but it's really gorgeous, and I kind of do like these fun colors of like medium blue, royal purple. Like those are kind of fun, definitely more Halloween style colors. Definitely not everyday wearing colors, so if you wanted to get anything, get the color that kind of resonates with you most. Otherwise, you guys can just pass on it. It's just completely up to you. I know they're kind of more far out there colors, but I really do enjoy the formula. I think it's super freaking comfortable, and I definitely recommend at least one that definitely calls to you the most. Then we do have these little Shapeshifter eyeshadows. Now these do retail for $6 a piece. You guys can clearly see they're absolutely gorgeous. They swatch so beautifully. They definitely have that shift to them. But I will say there is very little product in the actual component. It's 0.035 ounces. You guys can definitely see that I am hitting pan on this already because a piece of it fell out. And that's definitely unfortunate because it's such a gorgeous shade, but it only retails for $6. So I'm not losing too much money if I paid for it, but it still kind of sucks you do eventually hit pan. I wish they would have put more product in this personally, but they did make it very affordable by making it only $6. And then last but not least, we do have the eyeliners right here. Now, I did not try out these eyeliners, so I couldn't tell you the quality of them, but I've never heard anyone say anything bad about the eyeliners. And they do give you different variety of colors. You have a black, blue, yellow, a different blue, a silver, and a green. So you do definitely get a variety of colors in here, which I think is quite incredible. So overall, I definitely think this is a very cool collection. I think Game Beauty did a phenomenal job at their collaboration with Persona 5 Royal. I think they did a phenomenal job. I'm pretty sure they look like they captured the essence of it. I looked up some of the pictures of the game. It looks like they captured the essence. They offered a variety of different stuff in here, and for the entire bundle being $216, I think it's pretty great for its value, but I definitely don't think you need everything. I think if you were to pick anything out of this collection, pick what excites you most. Pick what resonates with you most. Don't feel like you need to get everything, because personally, I wouldn't use everything, so I definitely think you should just pay for what is going to satisfy you and what makes you happy. But I will say overall, I think they did a phenomenal job with the collection. It's super cute, really well worth the price point, and I'm very grateful they sent this to me. That was incredibly sweet of them. I honestly did not expect it. So Game Beauty, thank you so much for sending this my way. I was thoroughly impressed with all the products except for the eyeliner, because I didn't try the eyeliner, but everything else was really great quality. The eyeshadows were phenomenal. Love the lips. The Shapeshifter shadows, so good. And the blushes, only played with one, but they were really beautiful. So you guys did an incredible job. Congratulations on this. This collection is now live. If you guys do want to get your hands on it, it is limited edition, so once it's gone, it's gone. You guys can use code Allie, save you guys 10% off at Game Beauty. But yeah, I think this is definitely so fun. I just love that they offered a variety of products in here. And like I said, never feel the need to get the whole thing. Just get what resonates with you, or don't get anything at all and just enjoy the review. It's completely up to you guys. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this collection down below. So that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, so I do post 4 to 5 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, R for the Life, where you guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in our very next video. Bye. Extremely pigment for, so I'm gonna swatch all 4 blushes, show you guys. So I'm gonna swatch all 4 blushes for you guys, and then we're gonna, so this is the this is even my favorite like YouTuber, one of my favorite YouTuber. Okay, let me throw on some black liner, and we're gonna, okay, so the liquid lipsticks are the royal blue and the purple blue. Like, I really do love the fun colors, like the